Yoinky Man. Okay, just wait. Yep, Yoinky Man's. Okay, we should be here. Isn't that right, Ethan?
Yes.
Who knows?
We still haven't got a name for Ethan.
No. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
it's like, you're
Come on.
Fruit, you're Bert, and I'm just me. Because I'm random.
Come on.
Because you're random.
Come on, guys. Y'all have been slacking. Pick it up. I know that, we've been slacking too, but, you know.
And if you say Junior, I will smack anybody who comments that, I swear to God.
Zeke comments that.
Hey, well,
You would kill him.
he's a Junior himself, so I don't think he can really talk.
He would kill him.
Alright, anyway.
Anyway, sorry we've taken so long. Yeah, life happens, okay?
Ugh, life happens more often than you may think, am I right?
Especially for us high schoolers.
Yay! It's great.
Specifically juniors. Woo! Only 2 more years.
Less
One more
than
year.
Only
Oh,
one
well,
more
well,
year
yeah.
after this year, and then we're free.
Woo.
For one of us to go to some kind of
Concentration camp.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
Oh,
What was that again? Like heavy equipment
Heavy machinery?
operator?
heavy equipment operator, yeah.
I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm probably going to go into some kind of engineering job. So I'm going to more school in college.
Oh,
so
great.
that's going to be
So,
fun.
us mechanics, we don't like you guys. We think you're smart stupid.
Oh, is that so?
It's true, because you make stuff, like, sometimes you make stuff super easy to work on. Other times, the design on things are just absolute shit.
This is why we need more engineers, so that way we can
No.
fix that.
Oh, maybe you should listen to us mechanics more often.
Okay, anyway, back to the topic that we're supposed to discuss, which is the paranormal. First of all, let's be honest. How many of us actually believe in ghosts?
Yup.
Alright, so we got Bert. Actually, okay, all 3 of us.
This
believe
man's
in
house
ghosts.
is definitely haunted.
Oh my god, don't even go there.
It's true.
Floof, your freaking house is a freaking horror show. Especially
Ew.
the basement. The basement is terrible.
I won't be surprised. You can hear everything.
I was just waiting for like some kind of. I was just waiting for some like kind of specter or freaking.
Hello there.
Yeah, it's like something to either tap me on the shoulder, whisper in my ear, or pop out from behind a door. I'm looking around me in all directions to make sure that nobody's there. Yeah, exactly, just like that. And that would be the point where I'm like, screw that, I'm out of here.
Nope, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
It's like, and you see like these YouTube freaking people that go into these things like provoking this crap.
I want to do it. I definitely want to do
I
it.
want to do it sometime.
Yeah,
but there is a point, there is a fine line to where you've had enough and you just up out and leave. You don't stay after that point.
Yeah, that's what most people do, but honestly, if stuff gets
This
bad,
is how
you're gonna
people
say,
die.
This is how that's the point where you say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm leaving now. Rest in peace and good night.
And that's when, as soon as you
And you always have to say good night or goodbye as you're leaving, otherwise they will follow you.
Yeah, I saw this freaking.
About that.
About that.
About that.
I've seen this.
This
kind
man
of-
has to do it every
just
single
like-
time he leaves his
I
house.
got a story about that.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too. You
Okay.
first.
So, about what you said about goodbye. So, I have a Ouija board.
Yes.
Yes,
in my backpack,
That I
in
do
my
not
car.
mess with that crap.
Okay. So,
We gotta do that sometime.
so one time, I brought it
Podcast
to the cemetery, and
Yeah, I've heard
there was
this.
a railroad track. Like, yeah, you could probably guys both
Yeah,
said it, but I
yeah.
didn't tell
Yeah,
you
that
guys.
old ass railroad track right
Yeah,
next
that
to
railroad
the
track
old,
right next
old
to-
cemetery.
Oh no, that's not
Right
old.
next to just-
That's they used to use that because that's the one that runs right through Edgewood.
Yeah,
Runs right by right by the church there.
Yeah,
something
just
Oak
the-
Cemetery.
And
There
then it
used to be
runs-
a railroad track right next to it, but they removed that. You can see the posts and stuff
Like
out of the
where
water.
it was.
Where it used to be, yeah.
But then they moved it a little more, but it's still in that area.
But,
Yeah.
oh
But
boy.
yeah, so I first started with the Ouija board. It started where There's a little opening and stuff. There's trees like around us. I started. Not even 5 seconds after, police sirens went off. Police, like full on, the police sirens went off a good couple times, and then I stopped for a second. They stopped. And then I started again. They went on again.
What?
And I'm just like, wait. So I stopped, and there's a cop car literally just passed right behind me. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And then I'm just like, okay, let me move this.
See, now that's
So my ass, I was like, why not? Let's go to the railroad tracks, right in the middle. So I'm just like, oh, let me continue on the railroad track. So I continue going on a railroad track. And I just continue. Not even a minute later, see something at the other end, like towards the main road.
Screw that.
no.
Screw that.
No.
Yeah, and I'm literally staring at it. It literally just comes bolting over, just have some kind of weird ass scream. I don't know, but like comes bolting over to me, and I'm just like, fuck this. No goodbye whatsoever.
And you think all three
And the
of us
first thing I did
doing
was
this
pack
is
this
a good
bitch,
idea.
just pack this bitch up, ran to my house, and then I put it all in this one little drawer and just piled the living hell out of that drawer and just closed the drawer.
I hope you put goodbye on it, because otherwise that ghost
Nope.
ain't gonna. Okay, you're screwed, because then the ghost doesn't leave you alone.
Yeah.
No one.
And, and literally before that and after that, I've been feeling like somebody's been watching me. It's just been on and off.
Oh my god.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So I have some kind of story. Seriously.
Okay, so this man's gonna turn out to be psychic
Yeah.
with a ghost following him. Next thing you know, he's gonna. So have you guys ever seen Insidious?
Yes, and I did not like it one bit.
He's gonna turn into that old lady that can see ghosts.
I thought it was Poltergeist.
No.
There's something like that though.
No,
in
I mean,
Poltergeist. There's
yeah.
something like that in Poltergeist as well.
No.
Anyway, literally, I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm alone, I always have this awful feeling that I'm being watched. And then
It's the cats.
I'll swing my freaking head around a few times, and I'll see like these dark shadows in the doorways of my house.
Okay.
Any house, it doesn't matter. Any house that I've ever lived in, I've had this same exact experience.
So you've disturbed somebody. You have pissed somebody off.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
you're gonna die young because you didn't say goodbye.
okay, no, to be fair though, I've probably had like, I've been to so many freaking funerals, and I'm only 17. No, yeah, I'm gonna be
No,
17.
you're 12.
I'm 16 now, gonna be 17 in about 2 weeks here.
Yeah.
Kind of sad that he's gonna think about his age.
Yeah,
huh,
but
guys.
it's okay. It's a little hard when your birthday coming up. All right?
Yeah, it makes
Oh,
sense.
serious.
That's why I just round up. That's why I just.
My family doesn't allow me to do
Yeah.
that.
Your family doesn't allow
I
you
don't
to round
know
up?
if this
Wow.
is exactly paranormal, but I've had this most peculiar dream when I went to sleep, and the next thing I know, I wake up and I'm on the couch. I mean, that could have just been sleepwalking, but the way I think about it, I was like, there's no way I would have walked down a flight of stairs to the couch. Like, this is like my old rented house that I was in for about 9 months down in Fall River, because the market was terrible. Shout out freaking 2020 house market.
Loki. What do you mean? I met you before 2020.
Oh, yeah. No,
COVID.
what was it? 2018?
I think he was 17 that the market was.
Yeah. Shout out
because
2017.
because I met you the summer, or no, not before, just before. It was the spring of 7th grade, which would have been what 9? That would have been 20.
It would have been
Oh, yeah.
technically
Yeah,
7th grade is
yeah,
1920.
yeah. Good God.
Like would have been 2020 then.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
tell me that a ghost didn't somehow freaking possess me and float me down to the couch.
Float you down to the couch.
Because the chances of me not waking up from falling down the stairs is like 1 in 1.0.
You know, when you're
It's like 1 in
sleepwalk,
100.
you're actually quite graceful.
quite graceful falling down the stairs.
No, because I've actually sleepwalked down the stairs once. I did.
Okay.
It's a very nice, graceful
I'm
tumble.
just mentioning that because it's very weird.
I also took a whiz while doing it.
You
Not even kidding.
You went to the bathroom while you walked down the stairs in your
The bottom
sleep.
like 6 steps had a nice line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody else got some interesting
I
stories?
think you got a story, right? You have a story?
Somewhat.
Not the recent ones.
Not
the one
like
from recently.
no. So like, I mean, we could. That one, dude. That one was creepy.
Okay.
Okay. So which one do we want to start with the 9/11 parade or the homecoming incident?
9/11 parade.
Okay. So at the
Wasn't this during?
Okay, so we were.
This is this year.
This was
right?
this year, recently.
This year.
Okay,
yes.
so
we went. So us two went to a 9/11 museum.
or parade, not
Or
museum.
9/11 parade. Yeah, parade. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, where
parade.
was that again?
No idea.
No. It was okay. Well, yeah, we went to go see the 9/11 parade in another town, small town, not too big.
Probably
And-
Fox Lake.
Not Fox. Like
Okay.
it was a little longer than that, but yeah, it's about south of here.
Hey,
But
that's right.
So 9/11 parade. It went pretty chill for the beginning. We're like, oh, okay, well, we're just chilling. We're gonna stop at the nice quick trip.
That was right across the street.
across the street
Yeah,
after we were
so-
talking with the nice fine ladies right across the street.
I mean, honestly, if they would have hung around, we probably could have gotten their numbers, guaranteed.
Yeah.
We probably
Yeah,
could
wasn't
both-
this freaking story you told me?
Yeah, we told
Yeah,
you.
about
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
So let's
please
continue. Okay.
So.
You want to
anyway,
tell the end
so,
towards the end?
Yeah, because you were in the bathroom when. So
Yeah.
anyway, so this man is in the bathroom. I'm waiting outside because I've got 2 chairs on me, you know. So I'm just. So I'm just waiting outside, so I'm out of people's way, and so I'm just leaning up against the side of the building, and this creepy old lady is staring at me smoking a cigarette. I'm like, okay, but okay. So. So eventually he comes out of the bathroom. We start walking, and then as soon as we get past her, she starts following us.
Like a suspicious follow.
Like a
she literally
suspicious-
she gave me enough room to pass and to notice that she was there. She was literally staring us down.
Yeah,
and
then
she was just following
as soon as
us.
we were past her, she started walking. I was like,
And we
nope.
walked faster. She
So we started
continued
going
to walk
faster.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we crossed the street, and then we just booked it. We booked it all the way to his car. But then the weird thing is,
She crossed the street.
she crossed the street right behind us, and as we reached the other side of the street, that's when we really booked it to your car. And then
Yeah.
we loaded up, and then when we got turned around, she wasn't where she should have been.
Yeah.
And then we don't know where she went.
She
after
literally
that.
disappeared off the face of the
I kid
earth.
you not. Like, literally, she should have been like because she did not run after we started running. So, she should have been either at the corner or a little past the corner.
She wasn't there.
She wasn't there, and she wasn't across the street either. She was gone.
Like fully on gone.
Like full on like.
Okay, no, that's straight up a specter. There's no freaking way it isn't.
Because you can smell her joint. Like it was heavy.
Yeah, it was a heavy.
It was heavy. Like
That was a heavy joint.
She
Yeah.
packed that bitch.
She like smoking. This
Dude,
goes like heavy.
she had that thing packed. I mean, you could like normally you smell cigarette smoke when somebody's smoking.
Yeah.
You could straight up smell the joint.
Yeah.
Not even the smoke. Like the
Okay.
joint overtook the smell of the smoke.
It's just
Okay,
insane.
no.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about the homecoming one though. What the heck was that all about?
Okay, so do you want to tell this one or
You
should I?
want to tell that one?
Alrighty. So we were at the Powder Puff game that happens here in town, so Harry and I kind of got a little bored, so we went for a walk. We just kind of went out and looked at. We were going to go look at like car. We ran into my car for something.
We were gonna go to your car because you're putting back your cone that you
Oh
got
yeah, the cone
taken from you.
Yeah, the cone that I got confiscated. Anyway, so we were walking, and there's a street lamp that's at the end of a bridge that goes over the Rock River to reach the football field.
Yeah.
And under the lamp, I swear to God, we saw like an arm or a leg of Siren Head or something.
There's just something tall.
It was creepy.
It was just some kind of
And then
creature
let
that
me
was
guess,
tall.
let me guess.
Like good 6 foot.
Let me guess. The second you turn away, it's gone.
We both looked back, like not in sync, but like he was looking in front of us, I looked behind me, and then we kind of switched so we both would at least have an eye on it. And then we walked closer to it, just
Gone.
disappear.
I don't know.
It was like a
I don't
it was like a visage or whatever you call it. When
A
you're
mirage.
mirage visage close.
I don't know.
No, it is not
Okay,
close.
so it was like a mirage.
I don't
but
know. Yeah,
it was
'cause-
definitely not.
No, it was definitely not.
It was full on like shape.
Because I spotted it first. I'm like, oh, dude, do you see what I'm seeing?
Because we kept on walking closer because we're balls.
I'm sitting, yeah, because like
And
I'm sitting there, I'm
and
squinting at it. I'm squinting. I'm like, oh, that's nothing. It's probably like a shadow of something.
I'm wearing sunglasses, so
And then
I take
I'm-
off my sunglasses. I'm
I'm
just
like
what?
really, and I'm like, oh my, and then I'm like sitting there, Harry. Do you see that? Do you see that?
I look at it with my sunglasses. Like, okay, it's probably just my sunglasses being stupid. I take off my sunglasses. No, it's the same. It's the same thing I see in my sunglasses. I'm just like, Jesus.
How come only this weird crap happens when I'm not around?
I don't know.
This is twice in the same year, right?
Within like I think a 2-month basis.
Yeah.
2 months.
That makes it even
No, 1
worse.
month, because
1 month,
9/11 is
yeah.
September, and our homecoming was in October.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
so it was a
within
month apart.
Yeah,
I was like, nope.
And it's
it was
it's
both in the
coming,
beginning.
and it's coming to the end of November. So what say something isn't gonna happen again?
Well, there's no more events really going on in November.
And this
Not
is
really.
why we are not going and playing with that goddamn Ouija board.
I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting. I'm kind
Hey,
of down
it's
with
Did I
it.
hear the story he just told about this guy who booked it towards him?
But that's his fault because he didn't say goodbye. You know when
Hey,
we're-
I didn't say goodbye earlier, but it started booking at me, so I'm just like, fuck this. So I just said, I didn't
If
say.
it's booking at you, then you just quick pick up the board and
That's
you
what I
say
did.
goodbye. Give it a salute and run.
Dude.
No,
I
you
was
have
like,
to move it to the freaking goodbye, you idiot.
Fine.
That's how it works.
Slap that on the goodbye. Fold the board. Grab the thing. You
Yeah,
know.
see, at least that's what you should have done. That's what I would have
Yes.
done because
Sayonara.
Not too much bad things
that's how much
happened.
I believe in ghosts because I'm afraid they're gonna like follow me home if I don't do
Oh,
that.
you've already got one like tied to you as it sounds.
Same.
It may very well just be a couple ghosts of like my deceased family members because
It could be.
That's kind of like the earliest point I can.
Oh.
Because it like the earliest point I can date this back to was literally like a year after my grandpa died.
Yeah.
I saw this big. I saw the shadow in the
Yeah.
doorway, and then the second. But it was like a split second. The second I look at it again, it's gone.
Yeah, I know, like some things you can see in the corner of your eye, but then you're like, you actually
You
look at it, and
it's
then
gone.
it's just
No,
not there.
That
Yeah.
Those
but
always
that's
just freak
even
me out.
worse. It wasn't a corner of my eye. I blatantly saw it, and then I turned back and I was like,
Or when like they're
This-
they're actually there for like when you're before you blink, and then once you blink, it's gone.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Like,
Okay.
did I actually see that, or did I actually not?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story that happened to me once when I was hanging out with it. I guess not such a good friend group for a little while. Anyway, so we were biking through the graveyard at like probably 10:30ish at night. It was pretty dark
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
in the summer. And anyway, so so of course we're all challenging each other because we were all a bunch of idiots going, you want, no lights, no balls. So anyway, we're all rolling through without lights on. There's about 6 of us, and all of a sudden there's a shadow of a giant deer in the trail ahead of us, and I hit the brake so hard I biff. I mean, my rear end of my bike slides out from beneath me. I fell. I quick get back up. And then the leader of the group was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go follow it," and it literally walks into the woods. But as soon as I turn the corner to follow him, it's gone. Nowhere to be seen.
I had some kind of similar experience with this. So I was literally walking home from work because I was working at when I was
Culver's.
working at Culver's the
Yeah.
8 months that I worked there, and this was during the summer, so this was pretty early on. I had to walk home because shout out, parents were away and I was 15, so
You're
I didn't
poor.
have a license.
Poor and 15, yep.
Yeah, so I had to walk. And where I have to walk, there's this dirt gravel path that goes straight from
next
this
to
dead end road
Right next to a farm
straight
field?
to my street.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
That's the one right next to a farm field.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
But that's where it is. That's
Oh,
where this happens.
shit.
That deal. This was during the height of the summer, so they were growing corn. It was pretty tall green stalks, and as I'm walking home,
At that point,
I'm
they're probably
hearing-
about 6 foot.
honestly, I'm walking straight home in the dark because there is no freaking street lights. Okay, no. There's a street light at the beginning where the road meets the path.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, where the dead end of the road meets the path, and then where the path actually meets the turn on to my
There's
street.
no lights in that dirt path whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
Not unless you
And it's a
get
good,
car,
like-
not unless you get a car with bright lights that drives by on 151.
Yeah, no.
It's a good, I would say, 300, 400 feet.
Yeah, and then when I'm walking home, I'm hearing noises in the corn, and I was like, big deal. It's a freaking
Little breeze blowing the leaves.
little breeze, or maybe some kind of like small rat or mouse like eating some of the corn. And then the second, I was like, maybe I should turn on my flashlight. It's a little dark. And the second I turn on my flashlight, I see some kind of black figure that literally was looking at me through the corn. But then, of course, the second I turn it on, it shoots back into the corn. So
Oh,
I didn't see any rustles of movement after that. It was just gone.
so it's just kind of like
and then
a.
silence.
It was just kind of.
complete silence. There wasn't even the freaking animal noises.
So it's just
anymore.
kind of phased into the corn.
Yeah.
Like a phase
It
into
like
the
just
spear kind
slid in.
Oh my god.
of. Yeah.
That is the moment I booked it.
That
to
thing
my...
looks like it's been in a fire.
It has.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Anyway,
It's
but-
exhaust. It's
yeah,
exhaust.
because
Yeah.
diesels they kind of have like a black dust that comes out when it rolls cold.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the moment I booked it to my street because at least there would have been people around. They may have been asleep, but at least there was people, street lights, car, things that would see me. That's why I don't like walking down that street.
Ring doorbells.
At least not during the night. And yeah, and when I say night, I mean pitch darkness. Not even the moonlight was bright enough to light anything on that path.
That's ours.
It was. Ugh.
I remember one time. Okay, so with your thing about night. So one time, it was dark outside. I was driving. It was dark. Not one of our movie days. I was just driving because I was bored. So I was driving.
Oh, so you pulled a me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled
So
it.
I drive when I'm bored.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I went driving, and then there was no lights whatsoever on this road. Pretty much pitch dark. Turn off my lights for literally not even a second. Just turn off my lights. No lights whatsoever. I'm just like.
Nope, turning those back on.
And I turn it right back on. I'm just like, damn, it's so dark. Damn.
Ugh.
And another little situation. So, nighttime. Even though I love the dark and stuff like that, it's comfortable walking at nighttime, like when it's dark outside. It's
what
just
are you?
comfortable. For me,
No,
for me,
no,
I think
no,
it's
no,
comfortable.
no.
So, one
Are you
day
kidding
when I
me?
was walking to youth group, the
Oh no. Like
first
a-
reformed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That youth group, yep,
Where we
yep.
usually
and
go.
it was
No, where we used to go.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
A
and
long time ago.
yeah, and it was dark. It was one of those winter ones,
Oh.
and okay, so this is the only time I actually had a phone with me, and it was my house phone, and I literally had a black cat come out of nowhere, just rub up against me and shit like that. I'm just like, bro, it's so fucking cute. But
It's
just like,
it's feral. What do you
That's a
mean?
bad omen right
but it
there.
was so cute. It's just
Also,
like,
we
oh.
all know black cats mean bad luck.
But then it followed me for about a block and a half, and then it just poofed into another houses, under somebody's house. I'm like, oh, okay.
Bye, buddy.
It was winter too. It's like it's very noticeable.
Yeah, seriously, the shit that we see, it's freaking terrifying.
It's probably not terrifying for the people who are listening, but it's terrifying for us.
Yeah, no, dude.
Ugh. Yeah, it doesn't help that usually when this crap happens, I got nobody at home. My sister, my two sisters, Josie and Riley, gone at a friend's. My parents out with some friends or out on like some kind of
Date.
night. Yeah, something like that. That's when that usually
Midnight,
happens.
they come in the door,
Damn.
and
Oh,
your
no.
and your
Trust
mom's
me,
taking
I'm
up your
not.
dad's tax.
No, trust me, I'm knocked out after like.
That makes sense. You're
at least
always
10
knocked out at night. You always
At
go
10
home and
o'clock.
you just knock
Usually
out.
like 10 o'clock, I'm knocked out.
Always for you. I'm usually not knocked out and probably
No.
till like midnight.
No.
Midnight, maybe 11 o'clock during school days.
The last two nights it's been 2:30 for me.
Oh, for me, the last 2 nights it's been like midnight.
2:30. Yep. Anyway, so there was just one time I was working at Pig,
Okay.
and this is recently after I got my license,
Oh no.
and we were short of help at this time, so I got asked if I could stay till 9. Fine, no big deal. So anyway, so I worked till 9. I finished my shift. I clock out, and so I take Lincoln back home, thinking it'll be less traffic than Main Street.
No.
I reach the railroad tracks. Then the lights start flashing. There's no dinging, but
It's
the
just
lights start flashing.
Usually there's a ding.
Yeah, but there was no ding. And I was like, okay, well that's weird.
It's probably nighttime thing where it just doesn't ding.
No,
But
no.
Usually it does ding.
It didn't ding. See, normally it does ding because my
It's like,
mom's house.
okay, yeah, like that's weird.
My mom's house is like 4 blocks from the railroad tracks.
So you can hear
You
that.
can hear the ding.
Yeah.
And
Especially-
but this time there was no ding. The lights just started flashing. So I stop, obviously, and I'm waiting.
Nothing's
Normally
coming.
you could hear like a rumble.
Yeah.
When the train's coming
There
through.
wasn't even the rumble, was there?
Nothing.
No train, nothing. I had that happen the same
just-
thing with me too.
I'm just It's just flashing. I'm like, okay. So it flashes, and it flashes
No.
for 6 minutes.
Damn.
And you wait the whole 6 minutes.
You have to because it's flashing lights. You're supposed to stop at those
Yeah.
roads.
Okay, that's-
because you
can,
don't.
not only
I
can
mean,
you get a
that's
ticket
fair.
for it, but however, I do believe that this is a sign of the devil coming to earth, which believes me to bring up the point that, so, in the Bible it says that there will soon be there will be a war between God and the devil, and I believe that to be a sign of that happening soon.
I suppose we could probably do this in the next podcast, the belief in God and
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
somewhat.
our belief
Yeah,
for that.
because I had that happen, but it was a lot shorter. It was probably for like 10 seconds, maybe 20.
That's it?
Yeah, like it turned on, and then it was probably like 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and then it turned
didn't
off.
have
I'm like,
the-
huh, okay.
It didn't have the bell.
No, it didn't have a
the
ding
ring.
either.
Huh.
That was weird. I'm gonna say
Did you
that
even,
was just
did you even feel a
malfunction.
rumble? Huh. Yeah. And you're talking about the exact same railroad tracks he's talking about. Okay.
Yeah, exact same road tracks.
Those
Okay,
yeah,
so
the link
About the
ones.
same,
Okay,
about the
so
same
either-
place. I think it was the same place too. It was the same
Okay,
place.
So either that's coincidence or that actually is freaking.
It's
It's
a
different.
sign.
Different.
It's a sign of
different.
something.
It's a different time. I think it's something. I think they're making us stop because something may be happening. Maybe something down the street or something that may be affecting, and they're trying to stop us. Like somebody's making it turn on so we don't.
Maybe.
So because they're like maybe thinking about in the future, like because in the future you're gonna do this and this, and there may be maybe you're gonna get an accident within maybe a couple
Yeah.
30 seconds after if you just go through this, so you're going to stop so that an accident does not happen.
Okay, yes, we.
Maybe it's somebody stopping us from doing something.
Okay,
I
yes,
don't
we
know.
get it.
I think
We
it's
get
some
it, we
sort
get
of
it.
like specter of the railroad tracks.
It could be.
Because when I was in daycare, I have no idea how I remember this, but there was almost a train derailment, and we all know where daycare is in this town,
Yep.
right by the railroad tracks. It's right down a
It's so
hill.
weird. That railroad
And,
tracks is
yeah.
so
The
steep too.
same railroad track.
No, not the same railroad
Dang
tracks. I mean,
It's near. It's the same set.
It's the same rail line because there's only one that runs through this town.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's.
But it's just like it's like three.
It's like I think there's
One
like
no, it's only one road crossing down.
yeah.
But
it's,
that block is also like not your average city block.
it's like one
kind
block
of,
south
It's a bigger,
or
yeah.
one block north. One block north.
One block north from
where
Lincoln one.
he.
And that there was a train that almost like derailed itself, but it was able to stop in time somehow, because
Yeah.
it had to stop, back up, and then the cops came to help, and then like a bunch of other people came to come help like re-rail this thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was outside at recess in daycare when this happened.
Damn.
Oh,
That's insane.
when it was coming.
When it was about to derail it, like I saw the cart, like I saw.
Probably because people are like.
So I'm
okay.
sitting. So anywho, I'm at recess. Of course, my favorite thing to do at recess and daycare was we had like little Tonka trucks.
Oh,
And
yep,
you know me,
that's
so
it.
I'd run around, like pushing one of those things, and then I was small enough so I could actually like sit in the bed. So I'd run and then grab the lip and like I'd sit in the bed and go for a little bit.
Yeah. Who hasn't done something like that?
Oh, okay. And then so anyway, yeah, like this train is, and all of a sudden this train starts coming through. So I immediately stand up. I watched it go past, and about 7 or 8 cars later, all of a sudden I see this one set of wheels that's sitting there jittering like this. I'm like, that one's off the rails. And yep, sure enough, the next thing you know, I hear squealing and it starts slowing down.
Yeah.
Yep, that one's gonna be stuck there for a while.
Yeah, actually, I think one reason is because I've seen this so many times. There are people like putting rocks on the railroad tracks and stuff, which because the train doesn't have like any kind of suspension whatsoever, so it's just plain, just metal on metal. And the rocks are making it skip and stuff, so it's making the thing bounce up, which is bouncing the train up, which could derail it.
Yeah.
That's probably why. It could be rocks, or it could be anything as small as a penny.
I mean, so I've actually done that with pennies before.
Yeah.
But it didn't derail the train. We walked over to the railroad tracks. We put them on there overnight. But because the moisture was just right, it actually stuck to the railroad track. So now, but when the train runs over it, it like will bend the penny.
Around the track, kind of thing.
No, like around the wheel shape. It was cool.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it did. So now we all have bent pennies from
Yeah.
the train.
But I know pennies can do that. Pennies can derail. It has a chance of derailing the train.
Yeah, if it doesn't like fall off or not.
Like, it depends- it
Lay
just
down
kinda-
there just right.
It just kind of depends on how it's set. If it's set pretty much any other way, it should not.
It
But
also depends on the moisture because like if the moisture isn't right, then it won't. Either A, the penny's gonna stick and derail the train. B, that the rattling from the train will just not make it fall off.
yeah, and train tracks, they are technically, like I forgot what to call, but I know that they are heated up to make them longer, and then you like bolt them together, and then they try to contract. Each track tries to contract on each other to kind of push them all together. Which the track, it could be because of the track, because the heat, or because the track, both pieces of the track is trying to like push away from each other from that middle connecting piece. It could be the track is like trying to, I don't know, get smaller, but even up because it's stretched out. But yeah.
Anyways, anybody got any more stories about some kind of haunting, spook, specter, ghost, anything like that?
Not for me anymore.
No.
Not yet, at least. Not yet,
I
at
think
least.
that just about wraps it up, don't you think?
Yeah, I haven't really had anything recent. It's been oddly quiet and it's kind of weird.
It's very odd.
No, I think we should keep it that way.
I don't know if like things go like if things are frequent and then they go quiet. It's
not a good
usually
thing.
not a good thing.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Unless you got some sort of treatment going on and it's working, but I mean,
I got no treatment.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a spectre treatment or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, I think that'll be ending this podcast episode. This is Floof, this is Bert, and this is the unknown person, Ethan, unnicknamed.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
if you guys got a good
Come
name
on.
for me,
Comment down
below.
Comment down below for our YouTube watchers and for our Spotify listeners. Go find us on YouTube and then comment it down below.
Yep.
Alright.
Or find us around at school.
Yeah. Okay. You want to finish it off?
Well, this has been the Fluff Podcast. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time, whenever that will be.